Good morning to everyone. May buntag sa tanan.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, ma'am.
So many of you here are students who have taken the Intercultural Awareness and Cultural Diversity Massive Open Online Course or MOOC. So your chairpersons have actually told you to be here, or you may have received an email regarding this evaluation this morning. So what we're going to do today, there's just a brief orientation by Engineer Ronald Galindo, Chairperson for Internationalization as well of the main campus. And then he will provide us a link where you can put your evaluation there. And by the way, thank you so much for your participation. So I will give the virtual floor to Engineer Ronald Galindo.
Okay. First, good morning to everyone. So with the presence of our University Director, Dr. Doris Gascon, all the staff of the Internationalization ASEAN Integration Office, all the chairpersons of CTU, CTU-wide campuses, and also the presence of those who are done with the MOOC, the digital story, the intercultural awards, and participants of the international and intercultural festival, as well as students in the engineering who participated in the CTU Friends Tea House activities, especially on the tea toast and tea toast drinking, and even for the launching of our CTU Friends Tea House. Good morning to all. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, can hear you.
Okay, so later on I will show to you and share to you the PowerPoint presentation of that evaluation. So I just really want to lend your ears to me. For the City of Friends project, this was signed by our president the way year 2018, and this is a 3-year project, and we have the implementation the start of 2019, 2020, and up to 2021. Now, the first kickoff meeting was held in Malaysia, in Birjaya University, where yours truly and Dr. Tibay attended this, and the second partner meeting, we call it second partner meeting, was in Cambodia and was represented by Dr. Doris Cascon and Dr. Erwin Narcico. And the third partner meetings was held in Turkey and was represented by yours truly and Dr. Tibay, and supposed to be the fourth partner meeting was in Hungary, Budapest. Me and Dr. Doris will be going there, but due to COVID-19 pandemic, it was canceled. And later, after that, supposed to be, there will be partner meetings in Thailand, in Payap University. And then last March, supposed to be this year, last year, 2020, it will be held in CTU, but due to the pandemic, so we are the host for this. It was canceled. So what happened after the Turkey meetings, partner meetings? After that, the time when we were locked down last March, if you can remember, March 2020, I think that was the second week, where we have the suspension, disruption of learning. No classes, no face-to-face. So most of our classes were held online, virtual, and the students and faculty find it quite difficult for us to adjust as to connectivity, the course packs, and even the delivery of our lectures to students. We find it quite difficult more on the laboratory aspects. But still, despite of the pandemic, since we are bound, CTU is bound to implement what has been signed by our president through the Office of the Internationalization. That was the time when Ma'am Doris delivered the baby, and she was pregnant at the time. And then I took the as at the OIC, and then later on she came back, and then she is now the university director. So since we are CTU is bound whether who will be leading in the office, OIC or university, we are going to comply as what has been stipulated in the agreement. So our meeting today, this is all about the internal report card day. There will be a questionnaire, and I will give later on the link for you to answer. But the problem is, how can I answer if I am not really so familiar with everything? So that's why I talk to you, and then as what I'm going to do is I'm going to present the PowerPoint presentation with answers in accordance to the way I analyze it and then discuss it and then answer it based on the questionnaire. So this will be the basis for our reference on how we are going through. Because for us here, we are all stakeholders, we are all participants, but we have the different role. So for me, as the team leader of the project leader of a Friends project, Ma'am Doris as the university director and implementer of the programs of internationalization and ASEAN integration with respect to the strategic plan of CTU, and the staff, Glisel, Sheila, and with the staff in the office are the technical and the administrative presence of Dr. Narciso on the student side, and then Dr. Tibay for the administration, and besides the IEI International ASEAN Integration Chairpersons. From the beginning, we were also involved, and it was discussed during the meetings. But not of us are really engaged wholly. No? So, and the students with us this morning are also engaged because they are part of the digital story, the webinars, the massive open online course or the MOOC, and then they are part of the Intercultural Passport Awards where they finish this and they receive their certificates. Not only the students, but there were also faculty, IEI and staff. And then aside from that, we recently, last year, we also have the launching, online virtual launching of the City of Friends Tea House. Now, and then lately, we have the James Robert. Okay. May I request James? Okay. And Christine also. Okay, so with this, we have engagement also with the recent international and cultural festival. Okay, then, and aside from that, we have the virtual Asia exploration, but still that is within the consortium collaboration with, okay, thank you, with collaboration with other international universities and ASEAN and other stakeholders.
Thank you.
Okay, so may I call on Ma'am Christine? Okay, thank you very much. So, well, of course, these are some of the constraints no, during online. Although we may have some muting of ourselves and sometimes we stop our video but dili gid malikaya no nga na naka-open ya maka-istorya ka. So that's part of the learning and experiences during the online or their offline setting. So with all of these engagements, if you ask what is Friends, this is an Erasmus Plus program. This is all about the capacity building in higher education. So the meaning here is friends. What are friends for? So we have furthering, furthering international relations capacities and intercultural engagement to nurture campus diversity and to support internationalization at home. Okay, thank you, Ma'am Maria Christina, for unmuting. And then, so this is all about friends. Now, engagement will vary. Either staff ka, project leader, manager ka, director, chairpersons, part of the international award, intercultural passport award, and also the tea house activities. Okay, so for the information of everyone, we receive grants from friends. So that is about 57,000 euros, and less with the equipment about 11,000 euros. And all of this will be for partner meetings, for travel costs, staff costs for the working committee and staff. And then we have the cost of stay para sa accommodation, and even for other costs that may be incurred during the implementation of the project. So yan na siya. Now, part of this is, if you can remember, there was a selection, the best four, no? Upat man na to ang slots nga nahatag gikan sa project nga for students supposed to be will be going to Bulgaria for Varna University of Management for to have the boot camp. But due to the pandemic, so wala to siya na dayon. But instead, we were able to kanang select four. So it was based on the the selection of the best digital story, and then we come up with the uh, intercultural passport awards and all the requirements. So there are supposed to be four. One of the two universities in the Philippines with us are University of Cebu and St. Louis University in Baguio. So we are the only state university all over the country, part of the 16 partner universities of the Friends Project. So there are four European universities, and then all the rest, 4 plus 12. So 12 are coming from the Asia Pacific universities. And one of these is the Philippines. We have 3 representations: CTU, SLU, and UC. So being part of the project CTU, with all of the implementation of our projects or work packages based on the agreement, we are subject for evaluation. So yan na ba mura ba og kanang at the end of the semester na kay final examinations. Although all of the participants, I would say, are not really familiar di o amang kakahibalog sa tanan unless you are really part of the core group. So I would like to share with you how we are going to deal with it with the interim report card. Well, we are doing this because we also received communications from Varna University of Management that before the answering of the internal report card through Google form, I link ni siya, no? And then after this meeting, once I can share with you the inputs, that's the time you can proceed with the link. And then those answers that you can see in the presentation will be the basis for the reference. So maybe your answer will differ because of your role, no? Mubase po na sa imong role asa ka na expose. So I would like to ask Ma'am Doris to ask for the sharing.
Can share, sir.
Can you see my slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I hope we are properly documented with the staff, either Sheila or Glisel. And then,
Yes, sir.
yes, can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so every time I have to talk, kung ako ang mag-deliver this is part of the training, kung ako ang mag-deliver gani sa kanang lecture, I should see, you will be able to see my face, no? So I can open my video. All the rest, pwede na sa mag-off sa video, but as either the MC or the technical person will also open the video. So we are under recorded in this meeting. So I would like to share with you all about this thing, no? So this is what we are going to do. We are going to answer the Google form, the link after this. So this is a day for us to do. So we have, I have here the first slide. Okay, so French project is a co-funded by Erasmus program of the European Union. So we cannot have this without them. So they were the ones who proposed. The Varna University of Management in Bulgaria is the lead and the project coordinator of French project. So representing the four European universities, so from Poland, Silesia, and then Turkey and Bulgaria. So, and then out of the 16 partner HEI, there are partner countries represented by the Philippines. You have the Thailand, Cambodia, Bhutan, Malaysia, so on and so on. No? So there are 12 partner countries. They are from Asia Pacific. No? And then this is a program, Erasmus Plus program, key action to capacity building in higher education. There are a lot of Erasmus programs, either mobility, sub-mobility, and even other grants coming from Erasmus Plus. So they have a lot of money to share to the beneficiaries. So as one of the issues is, there are 112 plus issues in the country. CTU is part of it, and CHED-EA's Commission on Higher Education knows about our engagement. Even the Board of Regents and also the whole city-wide, CTU campus and other universities. So the meaning for France, I will say, is furthering international relations capacities and intercultural engagement to nurture campus diversity and to support internationalization at home or France. Now, we don't need to go abroad to learn culture, history, and language and diversity, cultural diversity with other countries. So that's why we call it internationalization at home. So dili tanan nga molarga, like for example kadtong nilarga sa as OGT trainees nga dito sa Netherlands, sa Israel, sa Thailand nga nakahibalo sila sa unsa may culture dito. So pero kita nga wala ta kalarga. Of course, di man tanan makalarga kay wa man tay OGT or wa kay part sa staff mobility or you're not representing the university. So not all of us can go out to learn. So that's why this is really a relevant program for those who cannot really travel. Whether you study abroad or not, then this is what we call the internationalization at home. Now, this is not only for France, but in other countries, they have been doing it, the internationalization at home. So, Cebu Technological University, as ISO accredited, 3 stars in the QS ranking, and still we are hoping for more accreditations, level 3, even for going level 4 for AACOP, and even for THA and even world ranking. So we are glad, no? So this is the internationalization office is the forefront. Mo gani siya door, mo gani siya og mga na facade sa university. So the university, the CTU will be known because of the office na naa din ha ang internationalization and divorce. So being part of the French project, 16 universities is already an opportunity, a privilege of CTU to be in the web arena. So naata makita na to kung i-search ta. Okay, so because of the implementations from 2018, 19, 20 up to this present, and still up to even late on the 2021, 11, 2022, because of some movements, no, of the activities. But instead, despite any, ang CTU group, the Friends Team Project, uh, tried our best. Now we can still comply. So lahi ang ilaha gudre. This is really in tuto regarding sa work packages, submission of reports, and everything. So naagyoy documentation. So dili pwede og na way activity nga wa gyud documentation kay pangitaan kita din handapita. So yana siya, no? So I'll start now. I hope you are with me. You can also, well, you can take your snacks if you want to. You can eat your breakfast as long as you are with me. And then for the next slide, I would like to read this. Their participant in the interim report card day. We would like to kindly ask you to take your time and carefully fill in this questionnaire aimed to identify the Friends Project's impact on your level of satisfaction with its key results achieved so far. Your sincere feedback will be highly appreciated as it will be carefully analyzed for the purposes of project quality and relevance enhancement. Finally, please take note that your personal data will be collected and processed by your home institution, namely Cebu Technological University and Varna University of Management in Bulgaria. That is the Friends Project Coordinating Institution. The personal data collected through this questionnaire will be used specifically for the purposes of the Friends Project implementation, quality control, and assurance and reporting. Thank you in advance for your time and contribution. So this is it. So I am going to share with you the content of the questionnaire with my answers. This is with my answers as the project leader as well as the faculty, one of the staff of the project. So the time that you're going to go through it, it doesn't mean that what my answers would be still be the same or might similar or you may we differ. So what is important here is you will see point of reference on our part representing the CTU Friends Project. Okay, the PowerPoint is being shared to our office and also to the staff, and later on it will be shared to the chairpersons and everyone. So this will be our guide. But anyway, it's up to you on how you go through it. No? So for the first, are you still with me?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Okay. So please, I would like to, there are 10 slides in here and about 35 questions. So respondent data, so this is the usual, no? Full name. So ako ang ngalan, my name or your name. So Ronald M. Galindo. So this will be found when you open the link later on. Naagin siya. So you have to place your name. Are you a student of Cebu Technological University? So duha ra man answer ani. Yes or no. So sa ko ang side, pwede ko maingon nga yes. Nga naman, nag-enroll man kog DepEd, Doctor of Education. Pwede po ko maingon no. Sa inyong side, for the students, of course, you're enrolled, you will say, are you a student? Yes. And if you are a staff or other than a student, then your answer is no. So klaro kayo na siya, no? So you only have one answer for this. Okay, so supposing for me, are you a student of Cebu Technological University? No. So I am a faculty associate dean. If yes, please indicate your program year of studies. Kung diyanti ka, BS in mechanical, BS in hotel or hotel management, or BS in other programs. So pwede na siya on year of studies. Okay. So ito na tas number 3. I hope you are following. Are you a staff member of Cebu Technological University? Sa European, lain gyud ang ilahang pag-treat sa terms. Kana ganing mo ka nga employee ka, mura ang ilaha dito staff na ka. So kung faculty ka, staff ko, wala na specify nga faculty or job order or staff. So ang ila dire, are you a staff member of Cebu Technological University? Sa ako nga side, I say yes. Why? I am part of the faculty force. I am a faculty. Why I am staff? I am also the project leader of the Friends Project. Why I am part? I am also a university director, no? Sa Innovation Resource Generation. Okay, example, si Glissel. So, staff siya as GO. Dr. Doris, so staff gyapon siya sa Cebu Technological University as University Director or Chairpersons. Okay, if other than this, then if you are a regular part-time student, then you will say, are you staff member of CTU? No. Why? Because you are a student. Okay, so if yes, indicate your position. So kung faculty man ko, so I am handling as I have designated as Associate Dean, College of Engineering and Chairperson of Internationalization and ASEAN Integration. If you are a student, so you need not to answer this part. Okay? And our email address. So ang institution email address na to, no? Kanang ctu.edu.ph. Okay, number 4. So next, are you following? Okay. So
Yes.
next. Why I am going to ask from you from time to time, part ni siya sa delivery ba? Kay either ako ang naputol, wala ko sa net, no, cut ko or kamusad, no, di ko kadungog. So part na ni siya sa aning online. Kaya ito nahibalaan aning online or virtual settings. So sometimes we ask kung okay pa ba, kanang alive pa ba ta. Okay. Part 2, part 1 was the respondents data. Part 2 is internationalization at home. This is what the Friends for. Internationalization at home. Okay. How did you first learn? Number 1, how did you first learn about the concept of IEH? Moni ang iyang acronym, internationalization at home. Now, on my part, I answered A, through engagement and participation in Friends project activities at your university. So that is on my side. Well, sa imong side, either you through knowledge and experiences obtained at your university prior to the Friends project nag-start. So pwede po mao na ako answer, no? Kay before ani ni contact man ang University of Cebu nya gi-recommend ang CTU being part of it and SLU, and then we have the kuan validation of the CTU para ma-part ani. Grabe itong ang kuan validation baka na morbag og sa tuwa pa kung mangutang ka ang credit line ba naay CI naay credit investigation. So gikuha gid gi-investigate based on unsa man gid ang CTU. So unsa may engagement niya. So the time nga gi-accept ta sa project Erasmus Plus, nagpasabot nga do na gyud ay potential or influence ang CTU when it comes to internationalization. Kay although gi-recommend ta, it doesn't mean nga i-accept ra pud ta sa program. So yan na siya. So through, let us say, through research, education, and or networking activities conducted outside university. So yan ang dapita. Or through the office or through the excuse me, IEI chairpersons. So this will be your answer. So sa inyo ha, mo select mo either A, B, or C. Number 2, please name at least 2 key benefits of the concept of internationalization at home on personal or institutional levels. So ang akong answer ani is really based on unsa man gyud ang internationalization at home. So the rationale for the IES, for me, referring to this, internationalization at home offers all students global perspectives within their program of study, whether or not they spend time abroad. And the second is IEH or internationalization at home moves beyond electives or specialized programs. So ako estudyante ko, murag wala man sa program nako sa BCS Mechanical Engineering. Pero unsa may benefit ani? So, well, it is part of you on how you're going to reason out nga na-involve ko sa DS Digital Story, sa MOOC, Intercultural Festival, and then Intercultural Passport, and even the the titos, the house. So you can answer this nga, I can meet students from other universities. I can meet other faculty members nga makahear ko sa ilang lectures through internationalization at home without leaving Cebu, going outside. So mao gina siya, no? So pwede ra ni sa inyong own way of reasoning how come you were able to attend the virtual Asia exploration. That is part of internationalization. So ingana siya, no? Okay, so wala siya pilian, so ikaw na ang mo-type. Well, anyway, we're going to share with this video for you for reference. Okay, number 3. Do you think that IAH, internationalization, is high on your university's agenda and that there is an institutional commitment towards IAH? So, for me, as the project leader, as the manager, as the chairpersons, I would say yes. Nga naman. It is evident that the internationalization office under Dr. Doris Gascon and the staff do naman na siya strategic plan and even all the activities, even without friends projects, 5 friends involved na daan diri, only lang ang ngalan, wala pa ng internationalization at home. Ang ato la do not engagement, but still it was stipulated in the strategic plan made. I think that is way back 2016, if I am not mistaken, during the time of Dr. Doris, sila ginakahimuan ni, no? And then, I'm sorry. Number 4, so my answer is yes. Then number 4, depending on your answer to question 3, balik to question 3, question 3, IEH, please provide at least 2 facts supporting the existence or respectively lack of commitment, either positive or negative side sa university ba. Lack of commitment at the university towards IEH. So, 2 supporting facts or activities. Now, on my answer, number 1, Cebu Technological University supports to internationalization at home as reflected in the strategic plans. Even the CTU 4.0, the strategic plan, doon na engagement with the question. Okay. Doon na engagement with other universities international. Kana lang OGT. Before, wapaning friends, na na OGT with other countries, no, other universities. With our dili tanan nga estudyante, pero karon nga nag-pandemic, mao na daghan ng webinar, daghan ng web conference. So, is seminar. Pero before ana, murag go to meeting raman to, mga kung ano man to siya, ang kaya na to, katod sirong messenger tingali or kanang mga meetings sa pro, usually face-to-face gito siya. So di kita maka-add to dito sa laing nasod. So karon, evident na kayo na na-internationalization at home. So number 2, CTU support to Friends Project and other international collaboration with MUA and MOU. So before this project magsugod, nakasign yun atong presidente anis sa Memorandum of Agreement, Partnership Agreement, or you have that other terms, Memorandum of Understanding. So, specific kayo ang Memorandum of Agreement, naagitan nandito and all the documents. So CTU supported this, not only for the Friends Project of BUM sa Erasmus Plus, but even other universities. So natay MUA o MOU. So mana ako ang reason. Okay? Number 5. How satisfied are you with your university's efforts and activities in place towards IEH? There are 5. Very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, very satisfied. So it's up to you on how you're going to deal with it. Kung very satisfied ba ka, or murag kuana ka, okay, neutral ako, satisfied, or di ko kay satisfied, okay ra, or dissatisfied, or wa di ko masatisfy. So very, no? So it's your choice. Sa ako adere, I am very satisfied, no? So pwede ka mo answer satisfied, and still you have the reasons for that. You can answer neutral, and you have the reasons for that. Now, since this is an evaluation, I don't want to see to it nga mura ba og si sir gi-guide mo gito nga very satisfied ang ako i-answer. But this is me talking, my perception and how I feel it. On the other side, with respect to your engagement, it's up to you. So we will not be saying, okay, you must answer this. No, this is about evaluation. What's the purpose for this? We need to see to it nga unsa man gyud ay ang atong French project, unsa may impact ani sa university, and then how we can improve and even connect with other grants in the future. Okay, so I said very satisfied. So next, akong gipuno kay maputol man siya. So part 2, internationalization at home, number 6. Depending on your answer to question 5, ko very satisfied man ko. Please provide at least 2 reasons. 2 reasons yet for being satisfied or respectively not with your university's activities in place towards IES. So either positive na gihimo ang university or why gihimo ang university na aning negative. So ako ang aside, I answered why. I have the reasons. Number 1, collaboration with local and international universities. So I have seen it that the internationalization office has been, kung mingkag has been, gikan pa sa una hangtod karon nag-collaborate with local and international universities. And then number 2, why I am satisfied? CTU opens the doors, opening the doors to our staff and students to participate in online virtual webinars, both local and international. So, one, providean may kita sa CTU gani og kit na ay Zoom account, and then our faculty are sharing a lot of how to engage internationally and both local. So hindi na napita. So this is it. So that's my point, my view, no? So I am very satisfied. So I have that reasons. Okay, are you still with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you. You can have your snacks. No, I'm sorry. We cannot really serve your snacks online. Okay, so next, part 2. Now, referring to this internationalization at home, okay, hapon to part 1, part 2. Na yung mga questions. Number 7, padayon ni siya. Number 6 man tong part 1, 1 to 6. Current part 2, 7. Do you think the French project implementation at your university has contributed to fostering the internationalization at home activities at the institution? Fostering internationalization at home activities at the institution. So my answer here is yes. Even before the French, doon na mga activities nga gihimo ang university. How much more when we have our friends na na-open ang door para sa online naman gito. Na online naman gito ani. So katong digital story, massive online open course, massive open online course, the MOOC, and then the Intercultural Passport Awards and the Friends Tea House. Those were done. An intercultural festival. This were done online. Despite supposed to be mahimo to siya face-to-face magginunta. So wala tong nahitabo. And then they have partner meetings. So I said yes. Now, I know our contribution to the internationalization with respect to the QS ranking as reflected by our mga submissions and even web visibility contributed to be part of the internationalization endeavors. Ang kanang mga awards na to, I know, with all the efforts of IEI chairpersons and the students' support, and also with the office through Dr. Gascon, has led the university to gain the award with respect to the Historic Internationalization Awards given by CHED. Okay, so big hand for that, no? So number 8. Anyway, nagi ko i-adlib, no? Para naabit tayo view good na masud ba dili ang question lang. If your answer to question 7 is yes, please provide at least 2 examples how Friends Project is enhancing the processes of IES at your university. So we are talking about the project, referring to the processes of internationalization at home. If your answer to question 7 is no, Kung no mo answer, provide at least 2 recommendations on how to foster internationalization at home activities at your university. Supposed to be, wa pa'y pandemic, open na gyud ang ato ang CTU Friends Tea House para sa ato ang mga estudyante o faculty and staff. Karon di magani ka na estudyante gikan sa last year hangtod karon. Ya, kung naa magani ang face to face kung makahibalutan nga ni apil ta atong engagement sir no sa Sir De La Cruz naaman si Sir De La Cruz diri na nanghid pagita para makasulod gipirmahan ni Ma'am Doris sa campus director para lang maka-anha sa sulod para maka-apil sa kuan kanang nay contest no. So, ana proper protocol. So, my answer here is yes, no? So, number 1, ang reason ako is participation in digital story, DS, Massive Open Online Course or MOOC, an international and intercultural festival. Apil na po ani ang participation of students in intercultural passport awards and activities of the CTU Friends Tea House. Even though online na siya, first time to na to nga titos ta nag-online with the chairpersons o ang estudyante o napoy tea drinking online. Okay, so warag innovative ta din ang dapita. And then, so na ako yung reasons duha. Next, number 9. Do you find your university's internationalization at home action plan that has been designed and adapted to Friends Project relevant and up to date? Okay, so kini siya ang dili tanan gyud siya naka-connect ani no. So we know that dunay action plan ani during sa meetings with friends partners nga nahitabo namo online pamanggani ani o kanang naapoy earlier nga engagements sa partner meetings sa other countries. So my answer here is yes. So and then number 10, please justify your answer to question 10 by providing at least 2 motives or examples that support your statement. Kay bahin man ni sa Friends Project, bahin sa action plan, katong gipanghimo na to nga DS, MOOC, Intercultural Passport Awards, International and Intercultural Festival are part of the action plans. We call it work packages. And even the launching of the Friends Tea House and even the, well, of course, ang face-to-face nga operation, wala gina nahitabo. Ang ato kuan siya online or virtual launching and titos and tea drinking mo na nahitabo. Okay, so mao na so far wala kay tungod aning pandemic. So my answer here is yes, and I have 2 reasons. Okay, so implementa. Although naagi mga implementations nga maulihita, naay mga interference na siya constraints behind well, of course, sa control, no? We cannot really control. So, bisan gani karon tungod sa pandemic, lisod gid kaayo, no? Lisod kaayo implement. Okay, so, but despite of that, we tried our best. We can implement it virtually or online. Okay, so number 11, how satisfied are you with the efficiency and impact of your university's internationalization at home action plan? Unsa man ka satisfied? Sa kuha, being knowledgeable and aware, I am satisfied, very satisfied. So either imo answer satisfied, neutral ba ka, dissatisfied, or very satisfied, very dissatisfied. So, na siya. So, when I answered very satisfied, I have here the reasons. Depending on your answer to question 11, please provide at least 2 reasons for being satisfied or respectively not with your university's action plan implementation. Number 1, successful implementation of international and intercultural MOOC DS. Okay, so when I say successful, we have met the minimum requirements na giset sa BUM or sa project coordinator, and then we have attended if o bahin lang sa digital story o sa MOOC o sa Intercultural Passport Awards, nakadaog magid gahapon ang Cebu Technological University, so ni-excel ang CTU. Dinha lang do na siya in terms of participants engagement sa MOOC or sa DS, dili tanan nga 40,000 naka-appeal. Well, di man kag 40,000 plus. Naata nakameta sa minimum and we go beyond pero dili siya nga daghan jud kaayo. So mao na ang kuan. Compared with UC and SLU, I think they have their strategies nga niabot og thousands or hundreds ang ilang kuan, ilang output. Well, of course, this is our first engagement. UC, doon na sila engagement before. And SLU, kita ang bag-o lang yun nga na-engage ane, no? So, first timer. Although first timer, we still comply with the requirements. Then number 2, CTU Friends Tea House launching Titos anti-drinking. So mao ni ako ang mabutang yun based sa ato ang na-appeal, no? So natay nakakuan ta ani. Okay, so that was my answer, and then I have here 2 reasons. So it depends also your answer later on. Next. I hope you're still with me. Sorry kayo ha, kay taas ni. But still, this is really important. Do you find the intercultural passport katong bitang gihatagan og kuan yun after several engagement virtual module relevant and topical? So daghan nakahuman ani katong presence karon sa madyante, no, katong nakadawat sa certificate. Ikaw pong tanon, do you find the intercultural passport virtual mode relevant and topical? Dili man nga ang faculty kinahanglan jud mo attend. So 9 faculty naka-attend, chairpersons naapoy mga estudyante gini siya. Ang intercultural passport kay makuha man ta og mo represent ani sa Bulgaria. I'm sorry. So my answer here is yes. From the beginning I know what is the intercultural passport. So depending on your answer to question 13, please provide at least 2 reasons or facts supporting your statement regarding intercultural passports relevance or respectively its lack. So the rationale referring to intercultural passport. Number 1, suminitabo. It has improved the university's capabilities for internationalization through trainings. I'm sorry. Through trainings and has translated general awareness of internationalization at home concept into streamlined institutional policies and actions. So naka-improve yun sa capability sa university with our engagement din sa intercultural passport kay we were able to tap mga kuan yun kanang I would say talented, skillful nga mga students nga naka-represent sa CTU. So CTU as a whole, different campuses, no? So dinhadapita makakita at nga dinha nga excel ang CTU compared to other universities also. Number 2, it has transformed the university's internationalization office into a dynamic multicultural venues through establishment of Friends Tea House, induction of home away from home program for integrated international student care. You know what happened? I really appreciate the office and the chairpersons nga gihimo ba kato bitong na lockdown niya ang mga bata gikan sa laing nasod niya na i-quarantine sila. So grabe ang one dilemma adto, ang stressful adto sa mga chairpersons and the parents and even CTU administrations regarding how to deal with our students coming from outside nga mobalik na diri. So di na napita ang dilemma po stress sa estudyante. So those are experiences. So even wala ning friends. So we have done that. And then with this reason, bahin sa intercultural passport nga na-expose sa digital story, MOOC, and other activities nga webinars, we know nga na-improve, na-guided ta, even the office and everyone nga ingani di ay ang engagement sa internationalization. So, well, those are not in vain because we receive awards. So, pasalamat na, no? But still, we need for improvement. So, number 15. Okay, 15 na ta. Do you find the intercultural passport virtual mode innovative? Especially kato naka-attend, ha? Do you find the intercultural passport virtual module innovative in terms of topic, delivery mode, compared to other courses offered at your university? Meaning to say, kanang gi-offer na to sa university ba? Kung wala pa virtual mode sa intercultural passport, do you think okay ka din handapita sa bahin sa internationalization at home o engagement. So karon nga na-immerse ka, naka-appeal ka sa activity sa intercultural passport, what had happened? So ako din ha is, with respect to the program and the module, I said yes. No? So reason, so after ngayon kag yes or no, pangitaan yung kag reason nila. So depending on your answer to question 15, please provide at least 2 reasons or facts supporting your opinion regarding the innovativeness of or lack of such of intercultural passport virtual mode. Actually, traditional man kita ang atong klase, no? Tudlo, sharing, reporting sa klase. Karon online man yun, virtual. So with that engagement, immersion sa estudyante o faculty, naatin siya impact. So, my reasons, okay, 9 reasons. Number 1, are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
thank you. Okay, so number 1, intercultural passport offers combination of self-reporting and digital portfolio assessment. So, kanagong mutanon ka unsaon pagkuan mo pag-share sa imong kagalingon, mga selling yourself, telling others about you, and then place that in the digital portfolio assessment. Others I know from the beginning di pa kahibalo maghimo sa video and even all the digitalization. So because of that, nahimo ng digital citizen. So kay bola na ka sa social media, Zoom or bahin din na sa video o unsaon paghimo, nagpatudlo ka or gitudluan ka but you learn. So you have that experience, okay? So that is number 1, intercultural passport offers a combination of self-reporting and digital portfolio assessment. So kay balo na ka mo muhimo sa imuhang kagalingon how to advertise yourself. So dinhan napita and even others, no? Number 2, it consists of video recorded materials during lectures, presentations, dunay interview, interactive quizzes, assignments, and assessment, and even marking schemes. So naagit siya kuan ka ng grado. So naa siya interview, naa siya mga video recorded nga materials nga ma-access. Mura ra gyapon sa murag course pack ba nga makaadto ka sa link nya naihatag nya you can learn sa self-paced nga learning, no? So ay nga napita na naapoy with respect to time kano sa i-submit, okay? So those are my reasons. So sa estudyante or faculty nga na-expose, you have your reasons. So fine, okay ra. So ako ala na is we have this guide. Number 17, do you think that the intercultural passport is efficient in improving students' intercultural competence and has the potential to build their confidence when communicating and interacting with people with diverse cultural backgrounds? So makabantay man kaanig mo atin kag webinar o online nga lalain ang mga tao din sa sulod, no? So and then how much more nga dili Filipinos, dili taga Cebu, lalain ba? So I said yes. I think the intercultural passport is efficient in improving students' intercultural competence. So building up self-confidence man siya. So my reason is 18. Depending on your answer to question number 17, please present at least 2 arguments supporting your statement. So imong answer ni duha gid ka arguments kay gipangayuan mo kag duha at least. Ay lang pa siguro daghana, no? Duha ra man. Og limaon okay ra. Pero duha lang pangutana so at least. So I have here number 1. Experiences of students prior to intercultural passport awards and during the activity built self-confidence. Nga naman, before siya niantog intercultural passport awards, niagi pa man siya sa DS Digital Story, MOOC Massive Open Online Course, so na siya gipanghimo dito. And then, the intercultural passport awards. So, it built self-confidence. I would say, experience is building self-confidence on oneself. Bisan pag unsa ka gamay. Okay, number 2. Openness of oneself. Ko-open ka ba? Isag online na siya. Due to more exposures through self-paced activities, also improve one's communication skills. Either written or oral, or through the video, that is part of the communication. So, may ka mo din ha, may ka mo imagine, may ka mo create. So, it really improves one's communication skills. So, this is how the participant will view on this, or faculty or students. Okay? Next slide. Okay, hapit na ta. Intercultural passport, part 3. So part 3 na ta. Number 18 and 19. Do you think that the intercultural passport is instrumental in improving students' overall employability and in making decision to look for employment abroad and or at an international or multinational company at home? Well, I am answering this because I have some exposures. Wala ko na immerse as OJT outside. Naka-OJT ko diri the time naka-work ko diri sa Pilipinas. And then exposure na ko sa academic industry linkage with a multinational company in MEPSA, and also attendance with international conferences and partnerships, no? So manang ang answer nako. Okay. For me, I think yes, that the intercultural passport is instrumental in improving students' overall employability. So nakoy reason ani in making decision to look for employment. Kay one time I share ta mo, nakoy estudyante nga kuyog sa San Carlos pa ko nakuyog na mo sa Monosukuri HR kuan kanang training sa Japan for 19 days. So kini mo estudyante na mga taga CTU nakaadto-adto time pero dito po ko San Carlos. So lain may dala si Dr. Pipino man siguro, engineer ang nakakuyog ato. So na-represented ang CTU. After ana, na-hiring. So one of the trainees nga nakakuyog dito was hard because of that exposure. So I would say nga, for me, yes. So what is my reason? Depending on your answer to question number 19, please identify that at least one strength or weakness of the intercultural passport in terms of its potential contribution to students and graduates' employability. Number 1, usaraman. So usara ko answer. Building and strengthening linkages or connections among universities. Currently done by Internationalization Office and the CTU, no, and even chairpersons from different campuses. And potential employers. And knowing the culture of the country is an advantage in seeking future employment, thereby improve the opportunity to be hired. Wala kayo study pagkakaroon nga kung na kay ani automatic na siya nga ma-hire dayon ka, no? Pero doon ay advantage kung na-expose ka na nga country, example Japanese firm corporation diri sa MIPSA nang hire. Pero nakahibalo ka, na-engage ka sa, naka-OGT ba ka dito or nakadungog ka sa Japan, and then, or Thailand ba, or dito ka sa Netherlands, or Israel. So, kana siya ang tag-iya from that particular country. So, most likely, doon na kayo may istorya. So, I think there is a factor na most likely you will be hired because of that. Kakabalo naman ka sa cultural diversity o cultural nga mga behaviors inside a Japanese company. So, mo na advantage, okay? So, my answer is yes. Number 21. I hope dili mo kapoyo, no, but I hope this is really the very first historic lecture, or I would say sharing in my life din in the PITA. Number 1, do you think that the intercultural passport has the potential to foster students and graduates' interest to look for employment abroad? Okay, do you think? Or an international or multinational company at home, or diribas MIPSA, kaya ang MIPSA manggod, ang tagiya na dili Pinoy. Mga foreign investors, foreign companies nga naa diri, bisan kana mga BPO na to, dili man Pinoy ang tagiya na sa ato mga BPO, mga kanang sa IT park. Kanang na-employed of hundreds of thousands ng Filipinos, no? Ang tagiya foreign investors. Okay, so do you think the intercultural passport has the potential to foster students and graduates' interest to look for employment abroad? My answer is yes. So, number 22, how satisfied are you with the format of the intercultural passport virtual mode, consisting of IACD, MOOC, and the digital storytelling component? So, for those who have attended, you can really tell us how you are very satisfied or satisfied. I said very satisfied, as I have talked some one of the participants of this, and I have seen the output, no? And nakadaog pag yun, no? And then naapay uban nga naka-comply. So I said yes, very satisfied. So do you consider digital storytelling an efficient and creative tool for students of self-expression? I said yes. Okay, although at my age, I tried to make one, wala na ko gi-submit, and then try to let others me to teach me. Although I am that with my age, no? And then digital story is really fun of doing it, and creativity will be there. So I said yes. And then number 24, do you find digital storytelling manual, kaya na may manual man gud ni, design in the French project help and useful for the purposes of students' digital stories design and development? Well, actually, my answer here is yes. Why? Ako yung reason ani. Ang digital storytelling manual design sa French project helpful ba, useful ba sa paghimo og digital stories design and development? I said yes. Why? Depending on your answer sa question 24, please provide at least one argument that supports it. Og ako'y pasultion, grabe ang requirement nga no, bisan gani kanang pagbutang sa logo, kana ganing sa heading ug ang template i-follow gyud. No, so meaning meeting the international standards, international standards, meeting the international standards as stipulated in the DS manual is an evidence that students are capable in producing relevant digital story design outputs when properly guided and rated. I think there were DS digital story nga gisubmit nya gibalik. Nga naman, ang uban siguro nagkuha og picture nga dili iyaha or wa bay pananghid o wa bay reference, or nagamit ka og music nga wala kay reference. So naa din na ang plagiarism, naa din na ang kuan yun kanang kinahanglan, you have to recognize the source. So ingana gawas ana kadto pag yung template. So that's why I answered yes. So this is my reason. Meeting the international standards as stipulated in the DS manual is an evidence that CTU students are capable in producing relevant digital story design and outputs when properly guided and rated. Okay, number 26. I hope you are still with me. Thank you. How satisfied? I will have our question and answer open forum after this, then prior to the link. No? How satisfied are you with the IACD MOOCs teaching syllabus and content? So as I go over with the MOOCs teaching syllabus and content, I am very satisfied. Now, mura ni siya og advanced learning ni prior sa pandemic. Karon nakaagi man ang mga faculty bahin sa Odelo, Canvas, og other kanang Google Classroom, kanang Zoom nga setup. Nya, karon naaning IACD MOOCs, this is really timely nga ang mga estudyante na expose og ang faculty sa na expose. I am satisfied. So why is it, what's my answer? Depending on your answer to question number 26, I said very satisfied. Please identify at least two arguments, at tawag nila arguments, at tawag nila reasons. Number one, I found it that with respect to the MOOCs teaching syllabus and content, it was clearly stated the aims and learning outcomes and its structure and content. So klaro gid dito ba nga unsay aim, learning outcomes, structure and content similar sa atong syllabus. Number two, interactive, doable learning and teaching mode of delivery and the mechanics on how to produce good quality output. So dunay guide, dunay manual. So doon nagi corrections o sa di gidawaton ana bitaw balik na po ka i-usab po so ana ang setup. So doon ay interactive, doable learning o ang teaching mode of delivery. This is now the new normal. Ang gihimo sa France new normal na siya. So mao nang doon ay advantage kinato. Okay? So mao na siya ang ako answer. Hapit na kita. Number 28. How satisfied are you with the IACD MOOC assessment modalities? Now, talking about myself, I am very satisfied. So for you, either you're satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, or very satisfied. So most likely, those students involved with the MOOC and ICD assessment modalities or that activity would really have the answer for this. So I have answered very satisfied. Number 29, How satisfied are you with the IACD MOOC teaching methodology and approaches? So katuning yun sa pag-deliver. Nga ano ba? Zoom. Para karon nag-deliver man ta ani. I am sharing the Zoom platform. So very satisfied online. And then number 30, depending on your answer to 26, so, tanaw na ko, balik was 26, layo man to. Di ka ni nabasayop, but 26 ang naadari. Please provide at least one argument that supports it. So, kuhain sa ako, ang satisfied ko sa MOOC, doon ako, argument. Number 1, this project, referring to the IACD MOOCs teaching syllabus and content, transforms IACD MOOCs participant kadto naka-appeal to become good designers who has the ability to empathize, part man guni siya paghimo sa digital story, to empathize, define, ideate, and then create, prototype, and test. Kanang pagkahuman na nimo sa imuhang story ba, imo man na testingan niya. Mas may gani naagi makakita na kay makadungog ba nga uy bati man na so imong improve na sad, or ikaw mismo ngikog uy di bati man I have to improve this. So dunay testing the respective outputs with the accuracy. So you have to think, you have the brainstorming unsaon man ako pagbaligya sa akong galingon, unsaon pa nako pag-express sa ako ang experiences didto sa kuan kanang na Netherlands or Israel or Thailand. So ngana bitaw. So dinadapita. So this is really how you're going to deal yourself, how to know yourself, know thyself. So dinadapita. But showing it by not talking, but sharing it to the digital story. So this one transforms IACD MOOCs participants to become good designers. So kadtong inyong exposure, please do not stop from doing digital story. Pwede ka maghimo, anak, siguro, mahimo ka, masikat ka, anak pa, no? Okay, naghang followers. Okay, so hapit na gyud 31, 35 naman siya taman. The French implementation. How satisfied are you with the level of transparency and information availability regarding the French project implementation at your university? So on my part, I am very satisfied. So from the beginning and up to this present, so familiar ko sa mga documents, mga unsang naasa sa partnerships, and even for the implementation as to the submission, na constraints, na delay, so na meetings, dinadapita. So for me, we are transparent. So we are sharing this output. So very satisfied. And we have the postings in the social media also. No? So anyway, makita na sa sunod. How do you keep informed on French project activities? Please list the communication channels you receive project news and updates through. Okay, I tell you, I really appreciate ang CTU internationalization. Kay despite nga ato miagi ba nga ang CTU portal na to, ang CTU na to nga web page, okay? Ang site wala pa kayo nga mo function, you know. Pero with the initiative sa CTU internationalization, mao ginagawa na nakita na to nga mao ginaghimo og iyang kagalingon nga Facebook page. So naa siya internationalization din handapita. So dunay mga group chat. So but number 1 ako ang reason ana is number 1, official memorandum from the internationalization office through the office of the university president. Bisan kani karong na meeting ni agi man sa office of the president gikan na sa internationalization office, although French project siya, bisa ka na mga meeting sa internationalization office with the chairpersons ni agi gid sa presidente, do na siya memorandum, official memorandum, even nga face to face or online. Okay, so mao na siya, mao na ato ang justification, mao to ang document nga atong pakita. Number 2, Facebook page, social media, friends, web page, university portal, group chats, and sharing through IEI chairpersons of the university. So, isa to nag-celebrate sa birthday, maka-greet ka din ha, no? Maka-post ka, ang tanan. So, we are connected with this by not going to school. Okay. So, other than cell phones, smartphones, laptops, through this, ang activeness, ang active sa ato ang og dynamic sa ato ang web page, Facebook page sa internationalization. Mo na umanay reason nga kato nakaanha bitaw sa taga Poland nga si Honorata. Ang hitabo gid ato, I asked her, how come you know CTU? Okay, ang ang University of Wrocław, IULT, International University of Logistics and Transport sa Poland, Wrocław. Poland, how come nakaibalo sa CTU niya? Nianhi pagyud diri ang ilahang kuan kanang chairperson. Asa unsay iyang tubag? When I search to the internet and try to Google internationalization in the Philippines, ang mugawas dayon nga kita ang CTU. Okay? So we are glad with that, no? That might happen without the kuan kanang initiative sa office nga maghimo og Facebook page or kanang posting, no, sa social media. So dinha wala dinha sa tong website, dinha tungod anang pag-search niya nga makita gid ang posting. Okay, so with that mato na kanha ang gasunod-sunod na lang dayon ng mga engagements with the office because of web visibility. Ang tawag na web visibility mo na nga karon man god during COVID-19 pandemic naanay kay mga apply ka, na kay paliton, mamaligya ka, na kay i-offer or advertise og wala ka sa visibility sa web or wala kay Facebook page, or nag-manage, then siguro nara gyapon ikas dapis dan sige og kulat sa customer. Okay, the same with this one. So how come CTU was able to have the online programs, graduate school o programs online? Wa pa gani ang pandemic diha natay online sa una ang CTU sa graduate school. Okay, karon tinuon na gyud normal, online na gyud tanan halos, no? So, okay. So those are my reasons. Siguro na amoy lain pang reasons. Dili lang ko familiar gyud sa tanan kay kung ko Instagram, sa pailain din nga mga na ko'y LinkedIn. So, pero bahin sa uban wala na ko. Well, when I came to CTU, that's the time nga naghimo na ko og Facebook. Nag-create ko. Supposed to be, dili ko mo-create niya. Di man pwede, di man ka-communicate sa kuha og wa kay Facebook account, Messenger. So, napukos ko, di na pwede. Supposed to be, ko nga ako, di ko mahimo account. Mana ko, so, pag-abot sa CTU, di pwede. Nga naman, all postings, all mga memorandum o kanang meetings through sa social media man, Facebook man. So wala. So we have to adapt. Kaya mana na ko Facebook diri, no? Okay, next 33 hapit na gyud. How satisfied are you with the technical support you receive at institutional level in the process of participation in Friends project activities as a manager, as the lead in the College of Engineering, also chairperson? Yes, I am very satisfied. Number 34. Are you aware of who are the people in charge of the Friends project implementation at your university and whom to turn in case you need help assistance? Okay, I know not all of you are aware. For me, I am aware. Okay, so okay, I'll tell you now for you to be aware that Friends project implementation is under the Office of the Internationalization and ASEAN Integration. Whoever will lead this, so at the time that I was there, so as OIC, so ako ang ni connect. And then, nibalik naman si Ma'am Doris, so siya nagpalayan na din sa International Office. But it doesn't mean nga, pagbalik niya, ako'y na-involved dito, muhawa rapog ko. So, still I am connected. O ang mga chairpersons. So, who are the core group? With respect to the Friends project, as the leader, Ronald Galindo, the chairperson of engineering in internationalization, ASEAN integration, is the project lead for the Friends project. But I am under the authority of my university director, Dr. Doris Gascon, o kana pong nasa staff niya. Pero ang office of the University Director for Internationalization and ASEAN Integration is under the office of the President. So murag mao na nga mohatag na to og memorandum ang presidente. So kay balo gid ang presidente bahin ani kay ako mang furnisan siya records diri dapita o katong mga VPs apil gihapon. Okay? And then kinsa may involved gid ani? Okay, Dr. Galindo, Dr. Doris Gascon, duha ka staff ang nalista, si Ms. Glisser Resuelo and si Sheila May Kirubin, no? So si Sheila o si Ma'am Gles sa staff na siya, si Glessel sa technical, si Sheila sa administrative. And then, si Ma'am Gascon, administrative, pwede po siya researcher, teacher. So, mao na ang mga kuan kanang nay roles bali. And then si Dr. Tibay. So, Dr. Tibay, ang ato ang Vice President for Production, Extension, and Business Affairs. Appeal po siya ani, no? As staff. Ang tawag na mo tanan ani staff. Pero doon namin role, administrative, o kining researcher / teacher. Kay teacher man sad ta. Administrative po, kana po'y trabahoon. Pero ang tawag na staff gihapon sa Prince Project. Other than that, si Dr. Narciso, Erwin Narciso, ang ato ang Dean sa Student Affairs Office sa CTU. So, appeal po siya, representing sa estudyante, involvement, and then as administrative o research teacher. So yan na siya. Depende sa involvement. So those are the people directly involved sa project. Ang sunod, of course, apil na po ang mga internationalization chairpersons sa Tibok University. And then, mo cascade na napadong dayon sa mga estudyante sa different colleges. So that is ang core group ana, Dr. Galindo, Dr. Gascon, Dr. Tibay, Dr. Narciso, and the two ladies, si Ma'am Glisel o si Sheila. Okay, so I said yes. So karon, I hope you are now aware. No? Are you aware? So wala siya. Dili napita siguro, I have to tell you. So most likely your answer here is yes. Okay, so number 35. At last. Overall, how satisfied are you with the overall project implementation at the university? For me, for project leader, I said, yes, I'm very satisfied. Well, it's up to you on how to deal with it. You can say satisfied, because you have your reason. You say neutral, so you have your reason. Dissatisfied, you have your reason. Very dissatisfied, you have your reason. Now, actually, whatever will be your answers, now, after amang ani, natin discussion niya, hatagan mo sa link. So, si Ma'am Glisel, mo share sa link, tanan, aron maosara, ako naman gi-forward niya ang email through Ma'am Doris. So, si Ma'am Glisel, ang ato ang technical, may mo share sa link tanan para i-answer na to through Google Forms. So, pag-click man gud nimo din ha, so mo na to imong buhaton, mo ditso na siya. Pero usual ba nga Google Form nga imong answeran survey. So, ang requirement ani at least 40 participants, 40. At least 40. Kung di ta kamit og 40, hagbong kita. Kung di ta kamit og 40, pero molapas tas 40, labing maayo. No, manang na natin masyante dire. So atong i-share ni siya. So okay. Pila ganito takaran karon? Pila ganito tanan, Ma'am Doris?
In the room, sir, we are 118.
Okay, so thank you very much. Di man, it doesn't mean nga we want to say fresh. Evaluation nga ni, kuan yun, kanang unsa imuhang engagement, ay po maka kuan na. So, okay, so up to this 35 questions, so you have to answer it. Of course, you will be guided sa ato ang PowerPoint presentation na ako'y na-share raw niya na ninyo. And then with that, this is all about online evaluation. So, mura man ni og sa ato pa, doon na exam, niya pag human, doon na tayo kanang evaluate niya. Actually, ang mahitabuan ni kining inyong gi-answer, kining gi-answer ba, i-submit man ninyo no after through imo gitong answeran. Bisa kung sa mubuo mo argument, so answeran to nimo. Pag submit nimo asa padulong. Kini siya padulong ni siya sa Varna University of Management. Katong gadala bitaw sa project. Okay, kung ikaw naghimo sa Google Form, ako kay balo ko kay mo gawas man ni Excel na graph unsay ni answer unsay results whatever no, so na analysis karon mo adto ni padulong sa Varna University of Management kadtong gadala sa kuan kadang project isisita mahatagan ta sa ang through the office mahatagan ta sa results, and then with that you will know how far we have gone with the implementation of the French project. So with that will be the basis for us to assess ourselves kung say buhaton ko dunay problem, dunay issue o kanang uban nga mga kanang deficiencies or as to the success of the implementation of the project. So this will be our guide later on for us to move forward, improve ourselves, and then feel confident. Of course, feel confident kung do naman gani grant na po nga mo abot. Okay, I have to stop in here. Okay, so I'll give the floor to Ma'am Doris. Akong stop sharing. 1 to 35 ni siya. And then stop sharing. And then later on, after this open forum, doon ay message si Ma'am. Si Ma'am Glisel, I'll give the floor to Ma'am Glisel also to share the link para sa answera ninyo. It doesn't mean din nga, one year ka nang after, answer ka din. Ato lang din nga, if possible, you have to answer this within this day. Kahit mamaya to ang internal report day through the link. Para kuan yun, ka nang properly answered siya tanan. And then when you submit it, then we don't have the hand for it. That was your submission. So thank you very much. I am taking a lot of times here, but this is it. So thank you for your support and cooperation. I give the floor now to Ma'am Doris, and then we can have that open forum. I'm going to have the stop sharing.
Thank you, Sir Ronald Galindo. He is the project leader for the Erasmus Plus Friends project. That was his explanation on how we go over or to answer your evaluation form. So what you're going to do, we will put the link here, but before that, just for documentation purpose, if you can turn your videos on, we could have a photo op, and then you can answer the link, and then you can leave, no? Pwede na kaayo. Salamat kayo sa pagtambong. So sa mga wa kaila, ako day si Doris Gascon, Director for Internationalization, and then I know that most of you have been informed through your teachers, no? Like sa main campus, for example, by last year, nagsugod mi last year, and thankfully we have 1,700 registration. But I'm sure ang naka-complete pa so far around 300, but not kana nga data daily pata kanang depende sa nag-report, no? Kay according sa nang report nga nakahuman sila. So again, requesting everyone to turn their videos on so that we can have a photo op, and then after this video photo op, ato ibutang ang link kunya pwede na mo mag-answer, and then you can leave the Zoom if you don't have any questions. Okay, daghan pa kay kugwa nakitag mga now. I hope that you can turn your videos on, students and faculty. Thank you. Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. And then if nakahuman na mo, especially sa students, you may leave. And then sa chairpersons, please remain. Okay? Sige, smile for the camera. Gamay lagi kayo mag-turn the videos. Okay, sige. One more. Smile for the camera, everyone. Okay, first page, second page. Okay, smile for the camera, everybody. All right. Sige lang, smile ha. Third page. Smile, everyone. Fourth page. Kaya mo ninyo attendance. At least makita inyong kuan attendance dali. Smile for the camera, everyone.
So for those who are present during this time sa internal report card day, so as the lead, we will also be giving certificates signed by nako ni Ma'am Doris. And that will be part of your engagement sa ato ang Friends Project and also with internationalization. So I know you will use this later on.
All right, thank you, sir. So this is the Google form, and so for those who also joined in, because you have we have your email addresses. Kung naami mga important nga news, we can send you also through email. Again, nanadira ang link sa inyong survey form or evaluation form. And then, if you have time, if you don't know the web page, I don't know, Facebook page of internationalization, you can also click the web page here. Ako lang sa ibutang dire. You can like the FB page so that you would know some updates.
Pwede si Ma'am Glisel, na-share ko man to sa latest nga PowerPoint na ako, makashare siya sa guide. Pero not necessarily nga you have to copy it because it's my way of evaluation
So
sa
Bless,
ating
can
project.
you, sige, or I also have the copy. I can also share it.
So that you will be guided, and you can keep it, but because maybe in the future you will be the one who will be implementing a certain project. So at least you have your one experience.
Okay. Yes. So again, there is the link for the form, evaluation form, and yan na ay PowerPoint presentation katong present ni Sir Galindo ganiha, just in case you want to copy. Kanang guide answers.
That will be your guide, no? Sa kay usahay, bisan ako og walay guide, maglisod man ko og proceed, bisan ako ang gadala, so naaga na siya nga na may reference ba. So that would be fine. So you can do it in two screens sa imong laptop or gadgets kung pwede. So side by side, and then you can go on with the answer. And then of course you have some references.
Yes, thank you also for your teachers who are here and who have also joined the MOOC, like Dr. Gina Sitoy, Dr. Marjorie Añero, Professor Aida Pergaun. Actually, I don't know, I'm sorry if wala na mention na uban, but these are also chairpersons, kato sila Dr. Marjorie. So they themselves know these, no, sa IACD MOOC. And those who have accomplished the digital stories, last year nahatagan na ang og intercultural passports. This year, na ay nag-submit og digital stories, 10 ka book, they will be given intercultural passport if they have completed the MOOC, and most of them have completed, so mahatagan to sila by next week siguro, no? And then they take, I would like to take this opportunity to also announce, if you still want to go into digital stories, we will be having another set of contests again for digital story this August. So I hope you can join, no? Kay nakahuman naman yun mo MOOC. I hope you can join the digital story contest. Okay, 2 minutes naman, 2 to 3 minutes na you can join. That will give you an intercultural passport, as well as kung madaog mo na agyapon mo yung award for this August sa Internationalization Week na to, no, last week of August.
So for those who are part of the meeting, so I think you can copy the Google form, ang link, then wako kebalo sa inyong internet connection din ha, or status, so you can answer this form and then submit it, no? So at least you have also the revised interim card report ding PowerPoint presentation for you to refer to. So that's why we need to talk with you regarding this activity. And that is also part of the communications with us nga dili bitaw makalitan og evaluate ni paghuman ang uban wala aware sa ato din ha isa, of course all of us kay di man ta pwede gyud magkamit, no? So ang ato din ha is we have this experience of evaluation of the project online and how we can connect. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much for your time, no?